Shows up. Good morning, everybody. We are on. Yes, Danny, we are on. Live on Facebook and YouTube with Coach Debbie. Saturday morning live. We'll wait a minute or two. We'll see who else pops on. It tells me how many participants are on the screen, but doesn't tell me who they are. So if you're on Facebook, please identify yourself. I'm just going to look at my phone here and see who's on. Make sure we acknowledge you. I don't see anybody quite yet. All right, 6 people. All right. Refresh my screen. Looking good. You guys ready? You got some water in hand, mat in place.
Turn on your watch.
That's right. All right, so Coach Debbie, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Looks like Joanne and Stu are here.
Good morning, guys.
Excellent. Excellent. All right, so as I discover who's on, I will say hello. So we're going to start on the ground today. We're going to start nice and easy, and then we're going to progress to a little more activities. So we're going to start in the tall kneeling, breathing position. So in this position, you go a little wider with your knees. It's really hard to shrug your shoulders in this position. So we shouldn't see much shoulder breathing at all. This is going to force you to use your diaphragm to breathe in and out. And Debbie C is in the house. Good morning, Debbie C.
Hey, Dad.
All right. So 6 deep breaths.
This is going to be 5. That's 6.
And 6. All right. Now we're going to go right into some double leg hip bridges. We'll do 8 repetitions. We'll hold each one for 2 seconds. So you're going to push the ground away, 2-second pause, and then lower yourself slowly. You got a little cramp there, Deb?
I did.
Yep. If your hamstring cramps up, like happened to Debbie, that means you're not getting good glute activation. Because the hamstrings are over firing and the glutes are under firing. Nice job. So we're doing 8 reps. What's that, 4?
That's 4. Six. 7. 8.
And 8. Okay, so next we're going to sit up. We're going to go into some shin rolls. You go nice and slow. Sit up nice and tall. The other side, that's 1. And 2. Good morning, Oliva. Good morning, Jen. Good morning, Lola, AKA Susan. Good morning, Steve and Betty. And good morning, Carolyn and James.
Hi, everybody.
Lots of people. Looks like Danny is maybe on YouTube.
This is 6.
Looks like Debbie's on YouTube as well. All right, good crowd this morning. All right, next we're going to do some quadruped hydrants. So we're going to get on all 4s. We'll do 8 on each side. As Debbie lifts one leg up, she's going to keep her back neutral and the opposite side of her body perfectly still. We're going to pause at the top And we will do 8 repetitions and switch sides.
5, 6, 7, 8.
All right, let's switch it up.
Move away from the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right, next we'll get up into a half kneeling position. And we'll start with our hip flexor mobility. Let's squeeze the glute on the side of the knee that's down. And I want you to hold it for a 3 count. So that's 1, 2, 3, and relax. 1, 2, 3, and 2. Maybe I'm counting too fast. 1, 2, 3, that's 3. Squeeze that glute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 6. All right, let's switch it up. So you get more out of it when you hold it longer. Really squeeze and tight. You'll feel it stretch in the front of your hip flexor. You squeezing, Deb? I forgot to start counting.
2, 3.
All right. That's 1, 2, 3, and 2. 1, 2, 3, and 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 5, and then one more. All right, nice job. Then we're going to stay in that half kneel. You can switch legs to get off that knee. We'll do some prisoner rotations. Nice slow rotation to the side of the front knee. Rotate as you exhale. Take your time on this. You want to feel that stretch in your upper back, not your lower back. Good morning, Rich and Lynn. And yes, Joanne, this is a lot like romper room. All right, what's your that was 6. Okay, we'll go to the other side. Can you guys hear me okay out there? I'm not using the microphone. It's not actually plugged in. All right, done with that. Let's go into a single leg quadruped rock back. That's 1. So we're going to push the ground away as we rock back. Little pause at the bottom. That's 2.
That's 6. Three, 4, 5, and 6. I lost you. I can't hear you anymore.
For some reason Deb can't hear me, so I have to unplug the mic. Hopefully you guys can still hear me pretty well. All right, so we'll do 4 pikes next. So we're going to start in a tall plank. And she's going to push the ground away as she lifts herself up. Pause at the top. We'll do 5 reps. That's 1. And 2. 3. 4. And 1 more. And 5. All right, now we're gonna stand up. We're gonna kick it up a notch. And we're gonna start marching in place. The emphasis here is on getting those knees up as high as you can. And we're gonna do this for about 15 seconds. So nice high knees. So Deb, when I plug the mic in, you cannot hear me at all. Okay. Am I clear now?
Without it.
Okay, I'm clear. I don't have it on there, right? Let's start skipping next. Again, 15 seconds. Watching the clock. Big clock. All right, now 15 seconds, jog in place. All right, Tom, let's do some arm circles. Let's count out 20. 20 forward, 20 back. That's 10 on each arm.
2. So this would be, already lost count because I was going 1.
Yeah, that's why I said count to 20. It's much easier.
6.
Whatever works for you.
7. 8.
That's a great way to loosen up those shoulders.
10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20.
All right, now we'll go with the backstroke.
1. 2.
Betty Ann and Steve are also in the house. Good morning.
5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13.
See, isn't that easier now to count that way?
15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20.
All right, now we're going to do heel to butt, 5 on each side. So grab your shoelace if you can. Pause for a second. We'll alternate sides. 5 on each. Try to pull that knee back as far as you can without
4.
tilting forward.
5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10.
All right, now we do 5 hip circles, 5 to the outside, 5 to the inside.
1. 2.
And no, Joanna, we cannot put music on. There is copyright laws
4.
with Facebook and YouTube, so we cannot play music.
1. But you can play your own music in your house.
You can. She said Stu is singing, and it's very distracting. So
4. 5. All right, switch sides.
yeah.
2. 3. 4. 5.
What's he singing? Jethro Tull
1. 2.
or Steely Dan?
4. 5.
All right, you do both directions?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, let's do some toe touches next. So Deb's going to reach up tall, and she's going to sit back, shift her weight back. And you can go as low as you can without bending those knees at all. can't get to your toes, you go for your shoelaces, your ankles, your shins, or your knees. As long as you try to lock out those knees each time. 8 reps.
5, 6, 7, 8.
And 8. Then we're going to do some high leg kicks, also known as the Rockettes. So we're going to step and kick as high as you can. We'll do 8 on each side.
4, 5, 6,
That's a powerful kick.
7, 8. 1, 2,
You couples working out at home together, make sure you have plenty of space so you don't kick one another,
5,
unless that is your intention.
7, 8.
All right, next we're going to do 10 squat and pull. So as if you had a rubber band, you do not need one for this, but you guys should all know this exercise. We're going to squat with your arms straight and pull your hands apart and squeeze your shoulder blades together on the way up. That's 1. And 2. You got a frozen screen there for a second.
Yeah, that's
Number 3. Good. Yeah, that was 4. Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8. We're doing 8. You said 10, right?
We'll do 10. Yep.
9, 10.
If you have a medicine ball, grab it. Anything.
Oh, wait, for the
Yeah,
rotation.
yeah. We're gonna do some low to high rotation. So if you don't have a ball, don't worry about it. You're gonna rotate low to high. So as Debbie rotates, just bend that knees a little more as you rotate down. That's it. And then you're gonna fully extend as you rotate the other way. That's it. So that's 3. So this is a low to high rotation. Make sure you're pivoting both feet as you rotate. So that back foot turns. This way the hips and the shoulders are moving at the same time.
I think this is 8.
That's 8. Okay. We'll do 10.
Oh, sorry.
All right. So sorry.
Nope, my bad.
I could have said 8. And then we'll do the other side. Good morning, Bernadette. Joanne, I don't know who Trigger the dog is.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
And 10. Nice job. All right. So we're going to wrap this warm up with some lateral lunges. So you're going to start with a wide stance. Wider than that. Keep going. And you're going to bend that one knee and you're going to push yourself back to the middle each time. So push back to the middle. We're going to do lunges, Deb, not squats. So lunges. So step each time.
Okay, then I can't start that wide.
Okay, then start with your feet together. I got you.
Heard you.
Okay, that's the lateral lunge. That's it. And we'll alternate sides. So you're sitting back on that heel and pushing yourself back to the starting position. All right, very good. 6 on each side.
That's more than 6 on each side.
Clearly, that's more than 6. Nice job. Overachieving once again. All right, so next, I want you to grab some water, and we'll do our core circuit next. All right, so today's core circuit, we're going to start with side planks today. So Deb, why don't you show them the modification? So you're going to line up with your elbow right under your shoulder. So a regular side plank, we would go with both legs straight, right? Stack one on top of each
I
other.
was starting with the easiest one.
Yeah, but this is a modification with that bottom knee bent. Okay, you won't have as much weight on that shoulder that way. All right, and we're going to go for 30 seconds on this. All right. And once we're done with the side plank, then we're going to do dead bugs, 8 on each side. Remember, on the dead bug, if extending your leg all the way out is too much on your back, then maybe only go halfway out. Find that spot where it doesn't bother your back, but where it challenges your abdominal muscles. All right, so let's start with the side plank. We'll go for 30 seconds on my time. I've got my timer here. So you're going to have to trust me. All right, so as soon as Deb gets up, I will start the timer and go. Looking good. Make sure your hips are high enough. You're squeezing your glutes as well, so you're not flexed in the hip. That's 15 seconds. In case you have trust issues, there you go. 25.
Don't forget to breathe.
And 30. All right, so we will come on down. We'll switch sides. If this bothers your shoulder at all, you definitely need to do the modified version. Okay, as soon as Deb gets up, I will start the clock. Just breathe normally, in and out. Nice deep belly breaths. You really can't breathe with your shoulders here. Here's your time, 15 seconds. $25. And 30. All right. All right, dead bug time. So on the dead bug, once you extend the leg, you're going to pause for a 2 count. So whether your knees are straight or bent, you'll stop just before you hit the ground. You'll count to 2, and you'll pull it back in. Alternate legs. That's good. That's 1. And 2. And 3. So you're trying to keep that back from arching off the ground. If you can't see it, you will certainly feel it. You'll feel it in your lower back. That's 4. So if that's the case, I don't want you to extend that leg as far. That's 5. And 6. 7. And 8. All right, so now you're going to get 30 seconds rest. And then we'll go back to the side plank. Here's your rest time. So let's get into position for that side plank. Elbow right under your shoulder, and up we go. Just make sure you keep your head up. Look straight ahead. Keep your glutes firing the whole time. There you go, about halfway. Nice job, Deb. 20 seconds. And time. All right, let's switch it up.
Just trying to give people a second to turn around.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Don't mind me, just playing around with the screen. That's 20 seconds. And time. All right, nice job. We'll give you a few seconds to get into that dead bug position. All right, so 8 reps on each side. And go. 2-second pause. And 1. It's 2. 3. 4. I'm sorry, that's 4. 4 there. And 5. How's everyone's back doing? Remember, if you feel it in your back, don't extend the leg as far. And or pull that opposite knee in closer to your chest. 6. 7. And 8. All right, nice job, everyone. So that concludes the core circuit. We'll give you 60 to 90 seconds rest. So grab your water. And as soon as Debbie grabs her water, we're going to go over the 4 exercises with all the modifications before we start. So if you have a kettlebell that's heavy enough for a deadlift, you can do kettlebell deadlifts. Okay. So Debbie, that does not look heavy enough for you, but you could demonstrate.
As I would use in the gym, but
Yeah. So give us a little demo on the kettlebell deadlift. Remember, you're going to straddle that kettlebell.
Line my ankles up.
Yep. You're going to pin your arms tight to the body. You're going to breathe in, drop those hips a little bit, Deb. Chest up. You're going to inhale, and then you're going to exhale as you drive into the ground. So keeping your arms tight, real important. So that's your kettlebell deadlift. All right. If you don't have a heavy enough kettlebell, but you have some decently heavy dumbbells or a barbell, you can do RDLs. So the RDL, remember, there's a lot less bend in the knee. So she's going to sit back and slide those weights right down her leg. And then stand up nice and tall. One more. So that's your RDL. All right. And the third choice, if you have neither of these heavy implements, you could do hip extensions with your feet elevated either on a couch, a step, or the ball. Right. So these are your hip extension variations. If you don't have a ball, you could use a couch or a step or a bench. Let's go with the knees bent on this one.
Right.
We'll go with the knees bent.
Yeah.
So just push up and then come down. Push up and come down. So that's the first exercise with all the variations. Right. Number 2 is going to be either push-ups. I don't think we need a demonstration on that. I think you guys all know push-ups. Or if you have dumbbells, you could do a bench press, either on your bench or on the floor. We could do a floor press. Okay, so there's your floor press. And your third choice will be a tall plank. If you have none of these implements and push-ups are way too hard for you, you can just hold a tall plank on your hands. Just like that. Okay, exercise number 3 is going to be a reverse lunge. Okay, you're going to step back into a lunge, like so. If that's too hard for you, we could do bottoms up split squat, where you start on the ground, get yourself up, and then go all the way back to the ground. If you've got a pad or a pillow, it works even better. All right, and if your knees are too bad to do any of those, you could do a single leg hip hinge. Like so. Minimal bend in the knee, stand up nice and tall. That's your single leg hip hinge. Recommend you hold on. All right, and then the final exercise is going to be some sort of row or a pull apart. So if you have dumbbells, you'll get into that same RDL position. You're going to hold that position and you're going to row like that. So that's your bent over row. If you've got tubing, you could do pull aparts, which I don't think, we don't have to demonstrate that one. Okay, they know that one. Or the prone T on the ground. We'll demonstrate that one. The prone T. Thumbs up. Squeeze the shoulder blades. That's your prone T. All right, so that was took a little long, but that's okay. I wanted to give you all the modifications. So we're going to start with the deadlift. So remember, either kettlebell deadlift, RDL, or some kind of hip extension with a ball or a step. So here we go, 12 reps. You're going to sit back, inhale, and exhale as you stand tall. So sit back, and then stand nice and tall. That's 3, 4. So you want to go down slow and under control, and then coming up, you can explode up as fast as possible on the way up. 6, Deb?
Yeah, that's 6.
6, all right. 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 2 more. All right, nice job. Last one.
Oh, it's 12. I got to go back down.
Yep. The set ends when you put the weight down. All right, so now we'll move on to either push-ups or a chest press. Your third option on this is to hold a tall plank. So push-ups, chest press, or tall plank. Deb's going to do some push-ups, modified on her knees. 12 reps, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hope Stu and Joanne aren't fighting over their bench. 7, 8, 9, good. 10, 11, and 12. Excellent job. All right, so we're going to pop up. And we're going to go into our reverse lunges. Your other choices, remember, bottoms up split squat or a single leg hip hinge. So Deb's doing a reverse lunge. So you'll step back. You'll stop just before that knee hits the ground. Try to pull yourself up with the front leg. Inhale down. Exhale up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Am I counting right, Deb?
That's That's 11.
That's 11. Oh, I'm off one. Okay, and 12. All right.
Counting at the top or the bottom.
All right. Yeah, count when you come back to the top.
It's hard to grip on the carpet.
2, 3, 4, 5, looking good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more. I know 12 lunges is a lot. That's the way it goes. All right. Next, we're going to go either with a dumbbell row, tubing pull apart, or your prone tees. If you've got a post in your basement, you can hook a tubing around. You can do tubing rows as well.
That would be this.
All right, don't pull your banister down.
I know.
Yeah, go with a row, not a pull apart on that.
I don't do them because this banister couldn't do it.
Yeah. You don't want to pull it down.
No.
All right, dumbbell rows. You guys are probably ahead of Debbie just a little bit. She was experimenting. You're going to row that up, bring it down. That's 3, 4. That's good. Nice flat back, Deb. No, you were good where you were. You were better where, that's better. That's better where you were. Keep those weights closer to your knees. That's it. Now it's more of a straight line pull. 8, 9, 10. And one more for Deb. All right, if you guys finished a little quicker, that's okay. I'm going to give you a minute rest.
I'm gonna open a window.
All right, well, things are heating up. So I'll give you about a minute rest, and then we'll do it again. So on this one, you're doing 12 reps. We're going to do 3 sets today, not 4. So 3 sets of 12. Set number 2 coming up. Make sure you're hydrating well. All right, we'll go 10 more seconds. So remember, back to the first exercise, either a kettlebell deadlift, an RDL, or a hip extension with a bench, the couch, or a ball. And let's go. Let's do it. 12 reps. Inhale before you pick that weight up. Exhale as you come up. Inhale down. Exhale up. You can bend those knees just a little more. That's it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, got 3 to go. 10, 11, and 12. All right, so next is either your push-ups or a dumbbell chest press or holding a tall plank. Let's say 30 to 40 seconds on that tall plank. All right, Deb's up, going for push-ups again. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nice job. 6, got a good range of motion so far. 7, 8, 9, 10, looking strong, 2 more.
Can you tell I don't want to?
And 12, I know, but you did it, all right. All right, take your time getting up, that's all right, I understand. All right, next we'll go with either reverse lunges, your bottoms up split squat, or your single leg hip hinge. So that's 1. Again, so on this, you're stepping back and dropping straight down. Try to use your front leg to get up, so you're not pushing too much off the back leg. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more. And 12. You can take a couple seconds before you start the other side. It's really tough. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, yeah, feel the burn. Feel that burn. 11 and 12. All right, nicely done. So now, last exercise in the set. It's either your dumbbell row, 2 big pull aparts, or prone T. That's good. Good position to start. You're keeping those dumbbells close to your legs. Nice hinge position. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If any of you feel this in your lower back, it may not be the best position for you to do rows in. You may want to do the prone T's on the ground. All right, so that concludes set number 2. We've got 1 more set to go. Give you about a minute rest, so grab some water. How you feeling, Deb?
Good. Very good.
All right. How's everyone doing out there in TV land? That's good. Good to hear. Guys are real chatty today. Well, several of you were on the happy hour last night, so it's good to see you not using that as an excuse not to exercise the next morning. We had fun, played a little Pictionary.
It was good.
I'm good also. Thank you, whoever just asked that. All right, so here we go, round 3. So starting back up with either your deadlifts, RDL, or hip extension. Morning, who wants a morning happy hour?
4, 5,
All right, nice job. So what's your count, Deb?
That's 9.
9, all right. Here you go.
11. 12.
And 12. All right, so next is going to be either your push-ups or your chest presses or a tall plank. Who's that asking for a morning happy hour? Please identify yourself.
All right, here we go.
It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So that was Joanne and Stu looking for a morning happy hour. Do we have confirmation on that? See, on this program we're using StreamYard, I cannot tell who's making the comments unless you actually sign up for the StreamYard. Just FYI. All right, so the next exercise is what? Reverse lunge, right? Reverse lunge, bottoms up split squat, or single leg hip hinge.
I'm going this way. No, I gotta go this way. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. That's a great angle to see your lunge from. That's 3. A little wobbly on that one. That happens.
Just bottoms up on that one.
I'm a wobbler myself. 6. 8. 10. 11. And 12. Nicely done. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Finish strong now. 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, last exercise of the third round, third and final round. All right, so either bent over row, tubing pull apart, or prone two. Remember, if this position bothers your back, you definitely want to get into a prone two. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, nice job with the strength training, everyone. So we're going to give you 60 to 90 seconds to rest, grab some water, regain your composure, and then we're going to do our cardio circuit.
I'm gonna go get more water up here.
That's a great idea. You might need a refill on your water. So we're going to do 30 seconds of work and then 30 seconds of rest. And we're going to go through it 12 times. If 30 seconds of work is too much for you, then you could stop at 20 or 25 or whatever you need to do. If 30 seconds of rest is too long for you, you're probably not working hard enough. And if 30 seconds of rest is not long enough for you, then maybe you're working a little too hard. So you have to find some balance on this. The idea is to be able to give the same effort on each interval. So adjust your tempo, adjust your intensity, and time if necessary. All right, so that is about 50 seconds, about 70 second rest. So on this, you could grab a jump rope. You could use body weight exercises like full body extensions, jumping jack, burpees. You could do mountain climbers. You could run in place. If you've got a step, you could do quick step on the box. Here we go. Without any further ado, I'm going to set the timer. 30 seconds work. And here we go. Debbie's opting for a fancy jumping jack. I like it. Ten seconds to go. 5. All right, nice job. All right, 1 down. I won't tell you how many to go because you might get depressed. But
Until you're only at like 2 or 3 more.
yeah. Well, you guys are all mathematical geniuses. You could figure it out. You don't need me to tell you. All right, 7 seconds left in your rest. Pick another exercise or do the same thing. It's up to you.
I'm going to ghost jump.
All right. Debbie's got a low ceiling, so she can't use the jump rope down there.
I can't even jump that high. I would hit it.
All right, 10 seconds. 5. All right, 2. 2 down. Five seconds. All right, we've got some mountain climbers. That's a hard one. All right, 10 seconds. 3. Boy, Deb, you probably picked one of the hardest exercises you could possibly do.
I did it early. I might not do it again.
Okay, that's all right. That's a hard one. All right, 5 seconds. What you got?
Full body extensions.
All right. All right, that's a good hinge.
Oh, hit the ceiling.
You have a drop ceiling?
I do.
Okay.
Well, sheet rock, but it's low.
All right, 5 seconds. All right, 4 down. Make sure you're hydrating between each set.
I need to hydrate.
All right, 10 seconds.
New step ups.
All right,
Steps.
3, 2, 1. Do that, be creative. You don't need a lot of equipment to get a great workout. Hopefully you all have some kind of stairs in your house. 8 seconds. All right. Five seconds. Ten seconds. Three, 2. All right, you are halfway there. So now we can start telling you how many are left. Downhill from here. 6 to go. 5 seconds. Get ready. Ten seconds. And time. All right. 5 to go. Are you guys holding up?
Good, right?
Did anybody stop yet? Anyone sitting on the couch?
Don't go to your coffee yet.
All right, here we go. Round 8.
I forget what I was going to do.
5 seconds. All right, I'm good. All right, 10 seconds left in your rest. Got 4 to go. Five seconds. That means 3 left. All right, 10 seconds. All right, number 10 coming. Finish strong, everyone. This is number 10. 10 seconds left. And time, all right, 2 down. I'm sorry, 2 to go. 10 down, 2 to go. It's going to set you up for a great day. Knowing that you worked out hard in the morning. 3 seconds. Number 11 coming up. Five seconds. All right, awesome job. We got 1 to go. Who's happy about that? All right, there's 1 happy person. All right. When we're done, we're going to do a little stretching at the end. So hopefully you'll stick around for that.
That's the best part.
Yeah, to cool down, stretch those muscles. All right, 5 seconds. Here we go. Right, 10 seconds. Almost done. 5. And time. All right. Let's take a minute or so. Get some more water. Let your heart rate come down. Grab your mat. If you have a yoga strap, you can grab that. Now you can go with a belt, an ugly tie that you don't use, whatever you have. You want to lead the stretch, Deb? You want to?
Sure.
Got a little stretching routine in mind?
Sure.
All right, let's do it.
Got it. All right. Let's start with some child's pose breathing. Bring those heels together, push the hips back. Nice deep breath into the belly. You should feel your abs push against your upper thighs. Let's take 6 deep breaths. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. One more. Come on up into a quadruped position. You're going to round the back and take a deep breath in while you round the back. And then drop the back, raise the chin, and release the breath. Do that 6 times. Three, 4, 5, 6. Now let's push away from the ground, go up on the toes. Let's go into downward dog. Straighten out those legs. Push away from the floor with your hands and feel that stretch. Try to press your heels down. Bring it to a tall plank. And then you're going to bring that right leg in and across for pigeon. You go up on that back toe. Come down to the forearms. Stretch that leg back. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, try to deepen the stretch. Try to come down lower. Back to the forearms, hands, and then back to downward dog. And then bring the left foot in. And assist yourself if you need it. Stretch that right foot back. Deep breath. And let's try to go lower. If you can't go lower, that's fine. And let's come on back. And we'll go back to downward dog. Push those heels down. Push away from the floor. All right, come back down to your knees. And we're going to come on up. Let's lie back. Lying on your back. You're going to extend your left leg out and raise your right leg. So if you have a strap, use your strap now. You're going to straighten that right leg. You're going to raise it as high as you can, keeping the knee straight. If you don't have a strap and you get your arms behind your leg, just pull in, keeping that leg straight. And let's take 3 deep breaths here. Every time you exhale, try to deepen your stretch. And let's switch legs. All right, left leg is up, right leg is pinned to the ground. Pulling that left leg in, keeping the knee straight. 3 deep breaths. All right, you're gonna let those legs down. We're gonna sit up. Sit up nice and tall, both legs stretched out in front of you. Take one leg over to the left leg, over the right. Use the right arm to pull that left knee in. Left hand goes behind you and look up and over your left shoulder. Pull that leg in. And breathe. right, let's switch legs. So the right leg is going to go over the left. Left arm is going to pull on that right knee. Right hand goes back, looking over that right shoulder. And come on up. You can hang on to a chair or a banister or something. We're going to do a quad stretch. So grab that left foot, point that knee down. The two knees should be lined up kind of right next to each other. You can pull back a little further down that left knee. Stretch. Now switch sides. Push those hips forward. You'll feel that stretch more. Nice and tall. Okay. Let's pull the arms behind the back. Open up that chest. And then lock the fingers together, push it out to the front. And then with your left hand, grab your right wrist. Put your left ear towards your left shoulder. And then switch sides. Use the right hand, pull on the left wrist, right ear to the right shoulder. And keep on breathing. Good job, everybody. Hope you had a good workout.
Thank you all for coming. A lot of people stuck around to stretch. Hi, Bridget. Nice to see you. We will see you next time. Tomorrow's workout is 10 o'clock on Zoom, although most of you probably will not need to do another workout the next day. Sometime tomorrow, we will post the workout schedule for the rest of the week. See you soon.
Marty, do you
Thanks,
want
Deb.
to work that microphone?
What's that?
Want to test that microphone?
Yeah, let's test it out. So yeah, let me put that back on.
Yeah, so my headphones are not on. I can't hear you.
Yes, yeah, I don't know why. Whenever I plug this in, you can't hear me, and I can't hear you.
Yeah, I don't, because Monday.
Work Monday?
Monday was you and I on Facebook Live, right? I'm pretty sure.
Right.
And I definitely used the headphones because I remember asking my husband, was everything quiet enough? And so I know it for sure worked with the Zoom call because I did that with Linda. Is that the only headphones you've been using?
Well, no, we've got another set that we've used. I don't know if it's this one or not. I have no idea.
Do you have the other set to try?
I don't. They're at home.
Mm.
So I don't know. Let me try this one. Are there any settings on your computer that?
Just for me, like camera, my audio.
Okay, let's just try one more time. Hold on, I want to plug this in.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Nothing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. And I thought you hear me now, right?
When I can hear you now, but when you have it on, can you hear me?
I can't hear you when I have it on.
Yeah, I think maybe your headset's not working.
I don't know why. You know what? I actually forgot to turn it on, but even when I turned it on, I couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
So, the off button was on, but I know when this blue light is on, it's on.
Right.
I still couldn't. Let's try one last time.
Okay.
Okay, how about now?
Now I can. Yeah.
You can hear me.
Now I can hear you.
I can't hear you. Yeah, I can't hear you. So
now can you hear me? Where are you supposed to hear from?
Okay, so that time you heard me.
That time I could hear you.
Okay. I think that might have always been the issue with these, that you could hear us, but we can't hear you. So I think that was the issue.
So maybe on I wonder if on Monday you didn't use the headset. I used mine, but you didn't use yours.
You know what? I don't remember.
Yeah, because I can go back and look on the recording. I go back and look on the Facebook recording if you had the microphone.
Okay.
But if you're sitting close, like I had no problem when you weren't using the microphone. I could hear you totally fine.
That's fine, and we'll probably just go with that then if we do this again like this. When I did the workout on my own the other day, I needed the headphones.
Because you're far away.
Further away, yeah.
Right.
But that's fine. All right, we'll work it out.
Okay. Okay, good. Two things I want to tell you. I got a cable so now I'm doing it in the basement. I ordered a cable to hardwire my computer. Like I think you said it glitched or it froze for a second.
Yeah, just for a second. Yeah.
So it should be here by the end of the week, depending on how.
Awesome.
So I should be able to hardwire. And I drafted a survey. I'm just finishing it up and figuring out that, like, working it out into Google Forms, like when it's a ranking thing, like it's just going to take me a little bit to make the questionnaire work in Google Forms, and then I'll send you guys something to look at. Absolutely, or run it by us, and we'll. Oh yeah, and awesome. You might either want to add questions, or there's some you might want to take away. Like, the longer it is, the less people will. Time people will spend with it. I think because people care about the gym, they'll take the time to answer the questions, but you can take a look and see. Like I had a couple more that I thought of that I thought could wait, so I left them out. You may or may not want to consider like a little raffle for completing the survey. Like you'll have your best results if almost everybody participates, or the more people who participate. So even if you did like $25 to DoorDash for, a raffle, $25 to DoorDash, people will
Just hold on 1 second. I am going to just end this broadcast.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Just hold on.